Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Winding.
50 seconds to mine. Now watch one.
26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go.
26.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Man, I got you.
Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He finds Austin complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 more yards. Complete to Tavon Austin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 on the Seahawks 25-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott, letting one go deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 28 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. Forced it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Robert Quinn. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check line 54. Line 54. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 95. Tempo.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw again is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On 1st down, Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step.
And again, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Wilson throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On third down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line
56. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Undercrush.
Here we go. Going to 53.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Cooper was the intended target. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This is Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time Lynch. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Under 10, 10. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Carson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Big dash. Come.
Let's go, 4 down.
36.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. On first down, it's Carson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Hey, watch his flat.
They'll try and run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Good job.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A run here with Lynch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Intended that time for Cooper. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check. Lucky.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Check 90.
Hey.
Wide.
Alert.
Check nickel.
Following the penalty, Lynch. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they helped.